Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunners, your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast. Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, and Hugh, and I'm Lafayette. Last week, hiatus for myself and Hugh. The show was, of course, with Carlos and Johnny and Laura from Impolite Society. And they talked a lot of Top Gun. I mean, a lot of Top Gun. 45 minutes of Top Gun. It went on and on and on. Hugh, you don't have to watch it. Go back to last week's episode. They'll fill you in. There you go.
Wow.
But this week, how's everybody doing? Let's start with Johnny. Johnny, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Last week, I watched on Netflix like a Tony Robbins documentary. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. I forget what it's called. But I'm ready to take on the world. I don't even have to pay $5,000 for the seminar. I'm ready to take on the world.
What did you learn from it? What was the main thing you like? Did it just motivate the shit out of you? Like Shadow Hal?
It got me. Yeah, it got me considering like going to one of those seminars and maybe what my goals would be, and and then I also calculated. So it's roughly like $5,000, and this was
what?
Yeah,
for like a seminar.
For like a 5-day. Oh, well, this particular seminar, he does it like once a year. It's in Florida somewhere, and
does he baptize you in his jizz? What the fuck? $5,000?
That's $6,000 for that.
A little extra for that.
But I mean, he's
not gonna lie, $20. Come to
he's so
place.
motivational. Those things are like salmon just going upstream. They don't even need water.
They're so big you can see them.
Yeah. No, it just got me thinking like what my goals would be. Like everyone's goals are going to be different. Some are weight loss, some are business, some are relationships. So
what would be yours?
I think it would be weight loss, and then like I'm talking like it's college, like a major in weight loss and a minor in a career.
Minor in running?
No, that's
no.
No. But then, like, with the career thing, there's only so much you can do age-wise. At my age, there's only so much you can. Like, I'm not going to be able to dunk a basketball.
No. Well, if you lose weight, maybe. And we lower the rim to 6 feet.
I think Mark Cuban did something like that. He was like, I want to be able to dunk a ball at 40. But then he's kind of like a billionaire. So
wait a second. So if you have more money, you can jump higher. That's what
that's well, I didn't say Mark Cuban's putting on a presentation. Okay. But anyways, so $5,000 per person, and I think there was roughly like 6,000 people there. That motherfucker is rich. Tony Robbins.
Yeah, of course.
Does that include a hotel room, or is that just a ticket to get in?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a package thing.
I looked it up. I got on his website, and then they were only doing virtual stuff for the time being. So I don't know when that's going to start back up. But there were a couple of celebrities in the crowd, like Maria Menounos.
Oh, Menounos.
Menounos. From Boston.
Yeah, Juliana Huff and her brother.
Oh yeah,
Derek Huff.
Yeah,
dancers.
And there was somebody else, and I can't think of it. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty.
You think they were
pretty
paid
inspirational
to be there or asked to be there and join for free?
My guess is Maria Menounos. You probably didn't see it, but she probably spoke because she does a lot of that stuff too. Because she's had like brain tumor recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
mom has too.
She's gone
Her
through it.
mom also, and I don't know if it was her that already had her breast removed just in case. I think that was that Angelina Jolie did that, right? She moved her breast just in case.
And
because it
her
runs in
ovaries.
the family. Yeah,
And her ovaries, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
well,
you buy that somewhere?
Can you buy her breasts?
Yes.
Brad got that in settlement. It's all Mr. Pitts.
But only one gets them. Only one gets them.
He only gets half.
He
Who gets
gave the other
half?
one to Maddox. Is that the
I'll
kid's
take
name?
the left.
They each get one over and one booby.
Where the youngest kids get to suck on them. Just continuously suck on them. My bad.
If you have
it's
a milk
actually
bottle strategically placed.
the adopted Taiwanese kid. He gets to keep them and do whatever he wants with them.
Make a necklace out of them.
That is the
Pillows.
Awkward pacifier.
Mm,
I'm dog. You're 22. Why are you sucking on that? Hey,
all right. It's my mama's.
have you seen my mama?
Have you seen my mama? She was hot 10 years ago. All right. Well, Johnny's weekend was with Tony Robbins, or his week, and he's motivated now. He's motivated. You guys notice on Stranger Things, if you guys watch season 4, what's that actor that was in the Russian prison? What's his name? David Harbour?
He's
Harbour.
thin.
Yeah, David Harbour.
David Harbour. He's
So
thin.
he lost
Yeah.
80 pounds
Yep.
for this season, and he gave his secret to his diet. Do you guys know what his secret is? What
Tony
do you
Robbins.
think it is?
He went to the seminar.
He went to the seminar and got baptized.
Yeah.
And
He said-
mother's milk.
He said, "There's no secret to losing weight like you think in Hollywood. I will tell you the secret. Don't eat." That's what he said. He said for 3 months he was on a daily 500 calories a day
Good
for
Lord.
3 months and lost 80
It's like
pounds.
a bowl of cereal and he's done.
I think he said it was just juicing. That's it. Like,
But you know what Christian Bale did to lose weight for The Machinist? All he had was a bottle of water and an apple.
yeah. So
That's
did
it.
Joaquin Phoenix did the same thing for one of his roles. I forgot which one. He was really, I think it was a Joker. And then 50 Cent did the same thing to play a cancer patient. He lost like 60 pounds in like 2-3 months by just having one juice a day. Like one, you go to a juice bar, let me get whatever. That's all he had, one a day. He said he would walk 10 miles a day and juice once a day, and that's it. And he looked like he was anorexic and dying of cancer. I mean, he went all out. So Johnny?
Donnie Wahlberg, I think he like ate one hard-boiled egg a day when he was preparing for The Sixth Sense. He was like
Oh, that's right.
the crazy dude, like unrecognizable.
Yeah. So Johnny, now you don't have to go to Tony Robbins. Just don't eat shit.
Now give us $5,000.
Yeah, give me
son of a bitch.
$5,000 and let me jizz on you. That part's free. It's bonus. It's a bonus.
Oh
I will
boy.
give you
Wait.
$20.
Can we all
Wait, you still give me money?
Oh boy.
Can we negotiate?
I will
Well,
give you $20 to keep it out of my face.
Johnny wants a bukkake.
Because
Close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
so I was speaking of bukkake.
Oh wow.
I was on Grubhub, right? Because
Wait, how does
how
how
does
does
What
those
the
two go
fuck?
together?
Okay.
all right? So
This better be good. Is that how you paid the driver? You and your brother bukkake his ass?
Right? Did you like open the door? 1 cup, 2 Vietnamese. Come on in. The guy's like, what the fuck?
Anyways, I was on a site for a Japanese restaurant, and then it was like bukkake ramen. I was like, what the fuck? And so
For real?
I looked up the word, and bukkake means like spray of mist, or
Spray of mist.
just a mist of moisture or
okay,
something like
okay.
that.
Okay.
But now the term bukkake as we know it isn't just a spray. It's just ridiculous.
No. What if you went to this Japanese restaurant and you ordered the bukkake ramen? They just threw it in your face.
Yeah, they could have done that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
traditional,
Like multiple
then
times, but like it's a bunch of Japanese guys standing in a circle. The chefs, they're all standing in a
Just
circle.
nonstop, just throwing
They
shit in your
chuck
face.
ramen in your face.
Throw it in his eye. Throw it in his eye.
I mean, as long as it's tradition, not just because they're being
there you go.
dicks.
Yeah.
If it goes back to the Shogun days,
like behind them is like people running around with like the dragons. So it's you feel a little like you feel safer. It's a safe zone. It's a safe zone.
like when you walk in a sushi restaurant.
Yeah. Oh
Speaking
man.
of keeping it real, Hugh has a headband on, and he looks like the bad guy from the Karate Kid right now.
Sort of, kind of.
You
Yeah.
see that?
I'll take that. He looked good in the return. Better than Danielson.
You put him in a body bag.
What you brought up Grubhub, and people that might not know this, but they announced this week that if you have an Amazon Prime account, all Grubhub is free for you. Delivery.
What?
You pay zero.
That
Ever,
is a-
never have to pay delivery
Don't tell
fees.
Johnny that shit.
You have.
Yeah,
I know. I
this
just
is-
ruined
this-
Tony Robbins out the fucking window. Like that's it. I just ruined his fucking 3-hour experience on Netflix, whatever it was, because Amazon is like, we need your money. We don't care if you get fatter and get diabetes. If you get diabetes, you buy more shit off of our site, EpiPens and shit. And man, Amazon.
Do you think this documentary, Tony Robbins paid Netflix to put it on, and had it? Who was the executive producer of it? Did you pay attention to that?
No.
I want to guess it was Tony Robbins because it worked. It almost got you to go. I'm sure there's at least a handful of people that are now going to Tony Robbins because of this documentary.
Drop
a gem to
Johnny.
They're going to Tony Robbins to get help.
Infomercial.
Not
What kind of
because
help? What does he do to help you?
he motivates you.
He just motivates
To do
you.
what? Mow
inspires
the
you
lawn.
to make the right
No.
decisions. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not going to pay $5,000 to
You
get
know what?
motivation to mow the lawn.
I would like to hear.
What if your
can-
wife wants you to motivate?
Johnny, can
wants
you
to
give
mow the lawn?
me some type of demo of Tony Robbins? Like, what made you get inspired? Like, what is that he said? What kind of things does he say to you where you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to wherever he is and pay $5,000 to lose weight? Like, what got you really, what captured you? What did Tony Robbins do?
Well, I mean, it was the reactions from the attendees, the what do you
Paid
call
audience. Gotcha.
it? Everything's a conspiracy.
$5,000. I'm gonna clap at everything.
Right. Everything's red flag. It's all, it's all
The
set up.
applause sign. They didn't
It's
show the
all
applause
set up.
sign above the stage.
No, but he's been doing this forever. And
No, he's been doing it a long time. And I don't know. It was just inspirational. Just like you would, like when you watch the movie Rudy, like, oh, that's inspirational. But it does. Rudy doesn't inspire me to walk on to Notre Dame and become a football player. It just,
inspired. How would Rudy
a feel
inspire
good
you?
story,
I think Rudy inspires you in the sense of never give up, never quit.
right?
Right? I mean,
What
that's
makes-
the story.
What makes
Right.
Tony Robbins different than, like, say, these evangelists that do these things and want to get paid?
What?
I mean, they inspire people.
You're
what's the
asking me what the
difference?
difference is between the
Yeah.
two?
Yeah, what would be the difference? Like, say, because these evangelists, people are always talking shit about them because they keep asking their parishioners for money. What's the
Right.
difference between what they do and what Tony does?
Well, I mean, it's a one-time deal, right?
Well,
With
yeah,
the the evangelist, it's every Sunday they're asking for shit. Like, he's not asking for anything. They're going to pay him, and then he's going to give them what they need. And
Tony provides some type of service in the sense that you decided to go and pay for. You don't have to give an evangelist money. You can go get the word of God anywhere for free. You're the idiot that's going to give this guy money because God told me that I need a new jet.
yeah,
Some
and
shit.
Tony Robbins, like, well, at least in the documentary, he didn't have some dude who could never walk and then touch
Hit
his
him on the
forehead,
forehead
and
and
then
shit.
all of a sudden they can walk. Type
He
of
won a
thing.
bronze medal to fucking Olympics. Like, yep. All right. Well, Hugh, how was your week? And was it exciting?
The week was good because I got the girls and I spent all of Sunday, or I guess, all of Sunday catching up on Stranger Things. And that was fabulous, hanging with them and watching that. And then the same with the boys. They're totally caught up. We're caught up on the boys. So that was just it was more just the moment hanging with them and
It was
watching
just
their reactions.
hanging out and streaming.
Hanging out and streaming and
Hanging
watching
streaming.
watching their reaction to the fabulous moment in episode 6 of the boys
Now,
that I love so much.
Wait a second. Wait, time out. You let your children watch episode 6 of The Boys.
Hero gasm.
Yeah, hero. Gasm.
How old are your kids again, Hugh?
What
What are the ages?
Let me just tell you
What
their
are the
reactions.
ages so we can
Somebody
know?
call
First,
they're
I
being-
CPS.
first I
Right
got to
now.
tell you their reactions, and then I'll tell you their age. So Hannah says to me, "Daddy, when they opened the door at that party, oh my God, what was that?" Hannah's
And
13.
what was your
Hannah's
answer?
What was
13.
your answer?
Yeah, what
Well,
was your answer?
she knows what it is. So she was more like, oh
How
my
the
God, I
fuck?
had to close my eyes. I couldn't even look at that.
Hmm.
So
I mean, not gonna lie,
they
that scene threw me off at first. I was like, what the fuck is that? A snake or
Fucking
something? What the fuck?
tentacle?
Yeah, I thought it was like a tentacle at first, and I was
Been
like, oh
better if
shit.
that dude was
And
Japanese.
then
Oh,
she said,
shit.
and then when Mother's Milk opens the door, and then that, and I'm like,
Oh, the second time, not the first time.
You mean when Tony Robbins blessed him?
exactly, exactly. My girls know enough, and I don't feel uncomfortable letting them watch it. They're not weird. Well, they're weirded in terms of we're 13 and 17. Even Jazz is like, that's weird. Ew.
What do they prefer? Stranger
She has
Things
to do that in front of Dad,
or The
though.
Boys?
I'd say I can tell you this, that Jazz had the same reaction to the moment in episode 6 where Homelander's like, what the fuck, when he's laser-eyed by. She had the same reaction. So I think they loved it just like I did.
No, but what show they enjoy more? Stranger Things or The
I want to
Boys?
say they probably do just a subtle, slight edge to Stranger Things because it's kids their age.
Yeah, okay. And Carlos had a good point though. Your kids have to act like that in front of you, like ew, because it's like it's like if you were watching whatever movie and there's a love scene, they're gonna be like that too. Oh, what?
Yeah,
But if they weren't watching it with you, they'd be like, oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, right. I mean,
damn right.
You went to work today, right?
I don't think they would.
No, did you go to work today?
Well, if you mean, did I walk over to the desk 5 feet from the bed? Yes, I did.
Well, when you go to your other gig, because Hugh has 2 gigs, he's a working man. Your kids are watching Hero Gasm over and over. Just you're not home.
I don't.
Get them to open
so.
the door again. Get them to open the door again.
I don't think so. Oh, and I did make the unfortunate mistake to top off the week of watching G.I. Joe Snake Eyes.
Told you not to.
Yes,
I told you.
Yes.
I warned you.
Although
why
Carlos,
would you do that?
Well, Carlos said, if you're not a big G.I. Joe fan, the action might be enough, and even the action wasn't enough to save that. It was
that movie is super.
Just,
remember when Johnny said Tony Robbins teaches you about wrong decisions and right decisions? Watch that first, and then go watch the movie. Because holy shit, that movie's bad.
Yeah.
It is a shit show.
It really is. It's just not.
That's the franchise that they cannot get right. G.I. Joe. There's
save
never
it,
been
man.
a good G.I. Joe movie. Doesn't matter.
No, G.I. Joe Resolute, the animated movie.
That's not a movie we're talking. We're talking
It's
about
a
live
movie.
action. We're talking about live action movie. You can make cartoons any way you want and make the characters goofy and what we really want. But live action, you have to do that. They're trying to make it too damn serious.
I
my
wish
bad.
they would though. I wish they'd make a G.I. Joe like a really good military movie. You know what I'm saying? Like total action, total got to rescue these people. Just like that, not goofy, over the top. Everyone got a stupid nickname, so we got to play this part or that part.
Yeah, but they kind of tried that with the first one. It was more of a serious, like nobody had their like specific, outfit like the cartoon and shit. Nobody had a parrot on their shoulder and
nobody had those stupid running suits where they were jumping over shit.
But they all had that. That was an exoskeleton.
I know,
suit.
but what I mean is I need a military movie. Like give me name a really good military movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Black Hawk Down.
Kind of old, but Black Hawk Down.
Okay, yeah, Black Hawk
There you
Down.
go. Make it G.I. Joe characters.
But that's different. You want a serious movie, but you want the characters, you want the actual guys in their like cartoon outfits, right? You know what I mean? Like you want like special tunnel rat and whatever Duke Flint and Gun Ho and shit.
Yeah, but they're not in any type of goofy costumes. They're just in their regular,
That's not G.I. Joe.
fatigues.
G.I. Joe is
Flint is in fatigues. Gung Ho is in fatigues.
I mean, Duke.
Scarlet wasn't in fatigues, but
Scarlet is.
but
a
I'm okay
whore.
with that.
Lady
I'm
J
okay with
was
that.
in fatigues, not Scarlet. so
The
much.
Baroness wasn't in fatigues, but holy fuck, she looked good.
Baroness, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes G.I. Joe is every character is distinct in the way they look and their outfits and their specialties. Like just give us that. Who gives a shit if it's corny? If it's good, it's good. That's it. Like, but whatever. So
I would argue that to have a good military movie, you need the realism, and you just can't mix G.I. Joe in with that. Like with the was it Chris Kyle movie, Sniper
Yeah.
Yes.
movie. There is realism to that. There is, his counterparts like getting shot, even though he's the badass. There's a realism to it. There's the emotional distress that the war brings on him.
The Bradley
Didn't
Cooper
you-
movie, right?
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper.
exactly. You just can't have that with G.I. Joe.
What
Or
was
something
that?
like Jarhead? Jarhead would be good too.
With G.I. Joes?
Yeah.
If you had to take, yeah,
They're watching the movie and it's Scarlett getting banged by the neighbor while Duke watches.
I mean, if you had to watch, if you did have to take a military movie and make it G.I. Joe, which military movie would it be? That's the thing. Because if taking in consideration Cobra, right? The terrorist
Dawn?
group. Right. It's not a military movie.
yeah, but
That's
it's
as
the
close
same-
as you're gonna get.
Yeah, as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I have a random hypothetical for you guys, but we could do it later if you want to.
You already brought it up before I get
Oh
to
my
Carlos's
God.
week. So go
Yeah,
for
so
it.
the random hypothetical, and we can answer it later if you want to, because I'm really curious, and you guys would know even better if it's even remotely possible, or even would even be worth doing even if it was a series of like 3 5-hour movies, whether you could take all the best characters of Marvel and DC and have them all in one movie and create some sort of story that would be able to encompass everybody we've seen on the big screen. Not everybody in comic book form, because not everybody in comic book form has been made into a movie, but everybody we've seen, and it's a lot. Is it even possible? And would you even be interested in that? I mean, I would. It'd be fascinating to me to see like
it would probably
Superman
be
fight.
it would probably be the highest grossing movie ever made. Number one.
Right.
The
But
thing
nobody
is-
would make any money because there's so many hands in that pot that you would have to pay everybody. Like everyone's
would.
gonna walk
Yeah,
out with
yeah.
a check for $22 because there's
No,
so
you-
Well,
many. fucking
but
hands.
you're also
would.
remember you're
You
only
would.
cutting it
Superhero
between
class action suit.
you're only cutting it between two companies in the end. Warner Brothers.
But
and
could you
Disney.
do it? Do you think? Would it be interesting?
no.
Would people love it?
Sony, you have to cut a check for Sony.
Would people love it though? I would love it.
Everybody would watch it. Everybody, out of curiosity, people would watch it. You know,
Yeah, even if it sucked, people would
the
go see it.
problem is you need it. It's going to be generic. It's going to be DC versus Marvel for the first hour. Then they're going to realize we had the same villain, and then they're going to team up and they're going to win. There you go. Movie's over. Superman kills everybody. Like it doesn't matter.
But I would love to see that though. I'd love to see Superman fight somebody that he in any movie so far hasn't been able to fight. And I just think that would be.
I mean,
wouldn't
you
it
gotta
be-
find
wouldn't it be
somebody who can beat
interesting-
him.
wouldn't
Superman
it be
cannot
wouldn't
beat
be
Black
interesting-
Adam. Okay, that's
Wouldn't it
probably
be
the
interesting, for
closest.
example, to include even the cast from The Boys, like Homelander?
Good Lord, now what are
one-on-one?
you
Oh,
doing?
I knew that was coming.
What are you doing now?
Jizz
What are you
all
doing?
over the
Hey,
board.
I'm
can
just
you
saying.
imagine if we can take One Tree Hill and Friends and make a new show, and then if you want to
Okay.
throw in
And then we
Seinfeld, hey,
But-
we'll
All right.
take it.
All
Well,
right,
if we brought the
I'm for
boys
that. I'm
in-
for that.
And then Butcher and Homelander could kill Jerry. and
I'm just saying, would you not be interested in it though? Would
No.
that not be
No,
interesting?
at that point, it'd be
No.
redundant.
It's too much.
Superman, it's the
It'd be
same
way
as
too
this guy, and that guy's the same as that guy. The Boys are a ripoff of all superheroes. That's what the Boys are. The
So
Boys
who
are a
wins
ripoff
between
of
Superman and Homelander?
Superman.
Superman, because Superman's a natural. His body's natural. He's an actual alien with powers. Homelander's not natural. He's made.
He's made. That's right. But already we've had
And Homelander, I don't believe
10
has
seconds
super
of
speed.
conversation about it. So it'd be
Superman
interesting. I
has
think.
super speed.
Yes,
He could just
Superman has
go in
super
there and rip his
speed and
head off.
everything. He has like 50
Well, that's
different
true.
abilities.
You're
I
right.
mean,
That's true.
again, the Boys is a ripoff of the Justice League. That's all it is. Superman is Homelander. Wonder Woman is what's her name?
Maeve.
Maeve.
The
Black
Flash.
Noir's Batman.
Yeah, Black Noir is supposed to be Batman. The Flash is a Train,
A-Train.
and then we got
The
Aquaman.
Deep.
Yeah, the Deep is Aquaman. It's just the Justice League. That's all it is.
Shazam.
That's
is
interesting. That's interesting.
Starlight.
I hadn't really thought about it, but you're right. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That's all.
It's
it
a
is.
made version of the Justice League. People who are made into that.
Yeah,
but
that's all it is. That's all it is. So
I do like the idea of Temp V, which they originally in the plot line was supposed to be to make super soldiers. Back to the idea of G.I. Joe, if you could use Super V to make soldiers out there who are basically super.
Super Soldiers also stolen from Captain America. So yeah, the boys. Now you're making the show worse. Keep your mouth shut. All right.
You
Carlos-
love the boys. The
Carlos,
boys is great.
You love all boys. I get it.
I do.
Carlos.
All
uh,
ages.
Wow. Okay. He must be the one that runs the thing in the bottom of the pizza parlor. All right, Carlos. How was your week?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. I met with some executives. I chartered a plane, flew south, had my driver pick me up, take me to a meeting with some executives. We toured the facility for a bit, and I had my driver take me back to my plane and came back home. Had lunch out there, and then came back home.
Were you
Good
dreaming?
stuff.
But before you go on with this, this story, if I were to tell you that I hired an executive chef, and then I had it personally delivered this and that, I'd be just talking about Grubhub.
I was gonna say pizza.
So you're
Don't
right?
pull the curtain back from my life. This is all Facebook.
So
all right?
I had my
Don't
mom
pull the
drop me
curtain
off at the airport. I took Southwest to a job interview.
Took a lift over to the campus.
Yeah,
Had a
I turned
job
around 2 hours
interview.
later. I'm back on the plane.
Took lift back to the airport.
And you know how he is too. He gets on the plane, like peeks into the cockpit. Take us home, Jerry. The guy's like, "Who the fuck's Jerry?"
I slap him on the shoulder, leave a 5 spot there. Let's go.
The way you were describing it, it sounded like you went to a Tony Robbins convention.
He did.
Like everything was just fucking positive.
Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect.
That's what I learned from the Tony Robbins documentary.
To fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
That's all Tony Robbins
Damn
teaches.
Just
right.
watch it and quit judging.
Seriously, how did anything come from the San Diego trip?
From your executive
Executive meeting.
trip.
Yes.
I've yet to hear back, but the executive assistant said, "You'll be hearing from us."
Oh,
Really?
wow. The
Yes.
executive
Uh-oh.
assistant. Woo.
Really?
It's pretty big. That's up there.
This
No,
reminds me
the
of
executive
my-
meeting. I mean, we sat in the boardroom, windows lining everything, golf course. It was Torrey Pines golf course on the other side, and the ocean, not too far, 100 yards from that. It's beautiful. And then I called my
Wow.
driver. Hey, I need to come pick me up, Josh. I need to
Did
get
you use
back
the
to my
app?
plane?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you use the app so he could pick you up?
His name was James, not Josh. It was James.
All
My
right.
Lyft driver was James.
I have so many drivers.
He arrived in
I know, right?
RAV4.
Oh man. Well, there's your week. Mine is just still getting COVID out of the system, and nothing really more than that. Still coughing up a storm here and there, and that's the lingering effect. And then Johnny was right though. I ended up losing 16 pounds, and I've already gained half of it back because as soon as I could actually eat, I started eating.
It was all
Yeah.
water weight, though. I'm sure it was all water weight.
No, it wasn't just water weight, but it's not even just that. I just wanted to eat because I didn't eat almost for like 6 days. I started eating like crazy, and then that's really it. I went out yesterday to grab something, and I saw this guy. He was at a table. He looked super like lost or whatever. So I went to him and said, "You okay, man?" And he's like, "Oh, well, what's wrong?" I said, "You look retarded, bro. Good luck with that." And I just walked away.
That's
And-
so wrong.
I know. And then the same shit happened when some kid bumped
So
into me in a
wrong.
wheelchair, and I was like, "Hey, you all right there?" The kid said, "Cancer."
Yeah,
Good
the
luck with
kid
that.
said to
I
you,
just
"You
walked
look
away."
retarded. Get out of my way."
Oh my god.
All of that
Oh
is
my God.
true if you believe it. If you want to believe it, Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
All right, we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the podcast. We'll be right back after this.
If you like true crime, who done it, what led to the murder, who's involved, and how they got away with it, tune in to Don't Forget to Call Your Mother Over for Supper podcast at your local library, along with Microfiche and also the guy in the corner watching porn on an old dial-up system, possibly AOL. Matter of fact, he's the one that committed the murder. Oh yeah, and that's okay because he subscribes to Nerds Talking the podcast. Number one. Now let's get back to the show.
Has anyone seen my pants?
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, and Hugh, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, download, review, turn on your notifications every Friday. New episodes of Nerds Talking the podcast. Hey, fellas, remember the 80s when we had TV theme songs for every show? what theme songs you remember most? What was your favorite? Was there a catchy one where you're like, man, that's a really good theme song? And which ones did you absolutely hate? You just wish they skipped them and were like, why are you giving me this shit? Damn it. What's something you really remember from 80s and 90s? Because the theme song is now dead, it doesn't exist for TV shows anymore. So what do you recall? What do you remember? Anything?
Million of them.
Go ahead, Hugh. Give me a couple that you liked a lot or you really like stuck in
I
your
don't
head.
know if I liked them a lot, but Gilligan's Island, the Beverly Hillbillies. Right now, right off the top of my head, I can think of "Come and Knock on My Door." Three's Company.
That's right.
Three's
That's
Company.
right. Come on, give me at least two more.
The Hillbillies was pretty good. Petticoat Junction.
One more.
Oh man!
Come on, there was a
one
really
more.
like one of the most. What is one of the most famous theme songs? Period. And I think this show was from the.
And it has no lyrics.
No, it has lyrics. But it was. I can't recall.
Adam's
This was,
Family.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. There you go. Carlos, you have to name 5. Give me 5 theme songs that you really just knew them. Just they were just like, man, these are
Happy Days.
That's what I was thinking about.
Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah, should be
Greatest American Hero.
Wait, what was that one?
Greatest American Hero. Oh, you know what's a good one was the Fall Guy. They had a great theme song.
Don't recall.
Fall Guy. And the one I was thinking about that has no lyrics at all. It's a great theme song. It's the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, probably the most famous. Go ahead. No, Hugh, you gotta do it. You started it.
With his dry ass lips. I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Literally 2 guys that can't whistle. They both Carlos and Hugh both tried and got nothing.
Wait, let me try it again.
Okay, here we go.
No, I can't.
Nope, you're done. You're done with.
What are you trying to do to that mic? Why are you looking at it like that? Kind of scary.
Okay, Carlos, you try it. No, Carlos, you try it. Carlos warming up. He's warming up.
Theme song? Oh,
Andy Griffith theme song. He's warming up, and
he's smiling too much. He can't do it.
He can't do it.
I'm thinking
You can't whistle and smile at the same time.
You guys don't know the commercial break. Yeah, it was pretty low. Couldn't really hear it.
It was pretty low,
hear it?
but that was max volume for him.
Yeah. Johnny, do you know that theme song?
I do.
Okay, go ahead. Do you know how to whistle it?
Just put your lips together and blow.
Man, you guys all just why are you guys so low?
I don't know.
Are you faking it?
You got even closer and you got even lower.
Man, fuck you guys. I was a whistling champ in 95.
Oh man. Whistling. It's a lost art. I tell you, no one does it anymore. God damn it. All right. Well, there you go. That's probably, like I said, probably the most famous what's the one with the families got together in the 60s? Brady Bunch. Brady Bunch. They
Brady
have
Bunch.
Oh, the Brady Partridge Family had a good one too.
No, I know, but the Brady Bunch have one? I
don't think so. I don't remember it.
No, they
The
did.
Brady Bunch
They
had a
did.
theme song,
They
you
did have
dum-dum?
one. They did have one, yeah.
Here's a story
Yep.
of a man named Brady. Come on now. You don't know.
There's
That's exactly how it went.
Whistle it.
a lot of sex on that set from what I've read
Of course.
between Marsha and what's his name from the other side.
You guys might not know this, but Hugh's research of anything goes straight to sex. Anything. Somebody hands him a book. What's this? Bible. Just read it. Which do you know? Did you already tab all the sex pages? Excuse me, sir. Yes, we did.
Did Noah had sex with who? What?
Story time at Hugh's house would
Yeah.
interesting. Funny about these 3 little piggies. They all fuck the shit out of Red Riding Hood.
Oh, Carlos busted out. You don't need to bust it out.
We're probably gonna get sued now. It's all right. What
No,
happened?
no, that's a fair use argument right there. I know all about those. That's a fair use argument.
Yeah,
Is it?
We
Fair
can
use?
use
All
it. Yeah,
right.
we can
All
use it,
right. You don't remember the
Um,
Fall Guy theme song?
There it is, though. Play it real quick because I don't recall Fall Guy.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
It does sound like we're ending the podcast, right?
Right? Starring Lee Majors.
Yeah, he sung the song as well.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Another one was, remember Bosom Buddies? They had
Yeah,
Billy Joel
Billy
theme song.
Joel.
Say hi.
Yeah, they had Billy
Say
Joel.
hi.
And then
Oh.
did she go watch
Look at
Herogasm again?
Johnny,
Why'd she run away?
Johnny,
Why'd she run?
come here and say hi.
Cheers had a good one.
Cheers had
And
a
Cheers
good
had
one,
no
yeah.
words. Yeah. Friends is popular. That was probably one of the last theme song shows.
Yeah, because even Seinfeld didn't have a theme song; just had the chords.
Yeah, it just had the chords.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
could you argue that the Deliverance theme was the theme song for that movie?
The what
TV
scene?
shows? You
Well,
dumb
it's a
son of
movie.
bitch.
It's a movie. I'm just saying, could you argue that a main song from a movie would be the theme song, or no?
Yes, I mean most movies have one certain song that's their
Footloose.
title track.
So yeah, right. So Deliverance would be the band, mean banjos.
I mean,
This
are we
motherfucker
talking
always comes
about?
to
always
sex.
going
Gay
sideways.
Straight to sex.
And that's
That's
that's some wild
me.
shit.
You
too.
remember
Squeal,
that?
squeal, boy, squeal.
You got a pretty little mouth.
Always something. I try to. You know what's? I got this story. I skipped school one time and I went streaking. And anyway, inside baseball right there, inside joke. Yeah. So, are there any theme songs that you didn't like that you thought were so obnoxious and annoying? Like anything you can remember? Because you think about it, Simpsons have a theme, right? A very famous theme.
Yeah, but the Family Guy actually has a theme song.
Oh, that's
They do.
right.
Family Guy does. Yeah.
And every time it comes on, I sing along.
Mm-hmm.
And same as American Dad.
Oh,
Every
that's
time it
right.
comes on, I
Yeah.
sing along. Good morning, USA.
Well, Seth MacFarlane is very musical.
And he's very like into the classics of the old TV shows.
Doesn't he have like two
Right.
albums out, two lounge albums out, or something like that?
Probably.
There's a Family Guy album where he like does a lot of singing, like where he's the character of Brian and he does like a Vegas tune.
Was that the live one? They did
Yes.
it like I thought. Yeah. Hugh's doing research. He's like theme song.
Because I can't think of one. I can't think of one that I hate. I can't think of a particular song I hate off the top of my head.
I mean, you
most of them, if you hear them enough, at some point you're like, enough. But just in general, like the first time you heard it, that's god awful.
now, why do you think they ended the theme song? Is it because to get more time into the show, like another 2 minutes?
Oh, of course.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they can sell another 30-second commercial.
Ooh.
I just think
It's all about the money.
I think it's more than that. I mean, I think it's with so many different types of shows that like really great streaming shows, a theme song doesn't make any sense at all. Like,
Well, no, streaming shows won't. Okay, first of all, some streaming shows still do have an intro. Matter of fact, all streaming shows have intros. You have to skip
Yeah.
the damn intro
Yeah,
every
yeah,
goddamn time.
Right. But it's not a theme song. It's just an intro.
This theme music, though, this is always the same theme. Like when you watched what was the show on HBO with the dragons?
Game of Thrones.
There you go. They always had that.
Oh, they had
same-
that. Yeah, the drum beat.
the really
and
cool,
yeah.
But what's cool is that it was always different. The graphic, it was showing you the story so far, like the map and what's happening, and you kinda
Yeah,
had to
but that
piece it
was always
together.
skipped in my house.
Oh yeah, I mean, you want to get
'Cause
straight
you weren't
to
looking
that
for
show.
boobies. That's why.
Yeah.
Hugh, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Hugh, you can relate, right?
Yeah, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Please.
Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
Just
I did. I saw half of the first episode, and
Wait,
got to a
that's all
certain-
you saw?
I know.
Oh,
'cause
you
it's-
got to
it's
the
'cause
part where the
the
sister was
incest.
banging the brother.
Yeah.
the brother and the sister, and I was like,
You
Of
just
course.
like rewind,
Holy
rewind,
shit.
rewind.
I couldn't
rewind.
get past it.
Literally
It was
for an
just- I
hour. Just rewind.
Well, no, hour. Shit, it was for a whole day.
Wow. Cheap kicks right there. Cheap thrills. Yeah, they're just no more theme songs, man. But we remember them, and they were great, man.
2.5 Men had a decent theme song.
That's right. They did have a theme song. Yeah, 2.5
Yeah.
Men. What you notice is animated shows still have theme
Star
intros.
Wars. I mean, Star Trek. Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah, that's right. Star
Yeah.
Trek, yeah. That's right. That is right.
With lyrics, sort of spoken.
lyrics,
Spoken
no
by
lyrics.
Oh, the original Star
Final
Trek.
Frontier. These.
Oh yeah, when he speaks about like these are the
Yes.
The voyages
spoken
of the
lyrics.
Starship Enterprise.
yeah.
It's 5-year mission to seek out.
That's right. That is correct. That is correct.
Green women.
Mundo. Good call on that one. Good call indeed. All right. Well, that pretty much concludes our theme songs. We just kind of ran through them and kind of had a flashback of sorts. A flashback.
We should have everybody sing one theme song.
All right, you
These-
start. You got to
Go ahead. So go ahead.
You bring it up. You got to start it.
Gonna listen to my story about a man named Jed, poor
Uh-huh.
mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some crude. Up from the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire.
Good Lord,
The
all of
kinfolk
it?
said, "Jed, get it, get the hell out of there." Said California is the place you're supposed to be, and he loaded up the truck and he moved to Beverly Hills. That is.
Now, did you guys watch Beverly Hillbillies?
I
And
did.
they had a movie
I
too,
did.
right?
Oh, the movie was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into any of that shit. Just a bunch of rednecks with like out of
Oh,
their
it wasn't.
element.
It wasn't good. It was bad.
I know what theme song
Bad
Johnny would
television.
love. Surprised you didn't bring it up.
The movie was better.
The
Hmm.
Monkeys.
I was gonna say the monkeys, right?
Oh,
Oh,
the Monkeys was awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love the song, love the show. Although I don't know how I would feel watching it now. I mean, I feel
It
like
would-
my
yeah.
my humor is evolved since
Yeah.
the 80s.
Well, here's a
70s,
piece of
80s.
trivia. A piece of trivia. Who's alive from the Beverly Hillbillies?
Who's alive?
It's only one.
Is it the horse?
Oh, you know what?
The young guy.
Jethro. Jethro is still alive.
All right,
That's
Johnny,
right.
your
That's
turn.
it,
You got to
Jethro.
sing a theme song or whistle one or something. Go for it.
Man, good.
You could do Family Guy. You could do Simpsons. Has already been done. You could do it.
I
You
don't
do-
like this game.
Green Hornet.
Come on, Johnny. Come on.
I don't really want to sing.
Okay.
I just
You
know
just,
what that's gonna sound like.
yeah, it's gonna sound terrible.
I don't
Come on,
want
there-
to. I don't
there
want to
must-
lose our listener.
So hey, come on, there's got to be some lyric you
All
remember.
right, go on to Carlos. then.
Alejandro. we gotta
Carlos, what
stop
is your
listening.
theme song? Do the Bonanza theme song. Go ahead.
I don't remember that one at all.
Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, Bonanza, yeah.
Bonanza.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's it.
I never watched that show.
That's it.
Ever.
That's it. That's all it was.
Lost in
Cowboys
Space had a good one too.
shooting them
Lost in
engines,
Space.
and them engines running away. That's not it. That's how mine would be. It'd be so blatantly, like just perfectly honest. We stealing your land. We taking your women. We the cowboys of this place. Bonanza, bonanza. We the Cartwrights.
Remember Lost in Space? That was another good one too.
Oh, that's right.
They have a
Lost
theme
in
song?
Space.
Yeah.
I only remember the part where he goes lost in space.
That's right. Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said, I'll never forget Bosom Buddies because it was just the song My Life by Billy Joel. All right, well, there we go. That's our theme songs. Everybody participated fairly nicely. Good job, Johnny.
I did.
And Hugh sang a whole entire theme song.
He sure did.
I mean,
We're gonna be hearing from the.
I watched
later,
3
so.
episodes of the Beverly Hillbillies while he was singing.
Good old Jed. All right. As we move on, real quick before we take a break, would you live on a space colony? If they said you won to be on a space colony. Now remember, imagine this is like Deep Space Nine. That's the closest thing I can think about. Deep Space Nine. And people actually lived on this huge, giant, in space, floating nonstop space colony. You had to leave Earth tomorrow to go live on the colony. Would you do it? Would you go live in space? Johnny, would you
There-
leave everything to go live in space?
There's no way. I don't see the benefit of it. I mean, Earth right now, they always say, well, in 50 years, in 100 years, the oceans will be flooded, things like that. That doesn't apply right now. Like, to me, I don't see those effects. I don't want to leave and go up there. It was funny. I was listening to a podcast on the Jocko Willink podcast. He had this guest on who was a former Navy SEAL, and then after, during his time in the Navy SEALs, he went to school, became a doctor, and after he became a doctor, he became an astronaut. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You won. All right, stop conquering everything. You're a fucking astronaut now. Like, and he's an Asian dude. So I was like, oh, obviously your mom's super proud. She's bragging about your ass every day.
Or he hasn't done enough.
Right. Or
He hasn't done enough.
he's so disappointed in him. No, but he was talking about like space and the importance of it and the research and how it's for humanity and this and that. And he had some real passion, real enthusiasm for it. But I still just didn't see it. I mean, I should probably believe him. He's a fucking combat veteran doctor astronaut. So he might know what he's talking about, but I just don't see the benefits of space.
Think they'll recruit him for Space Force?
Ooh.
No, he's very involved in NASA. He's very
So basically, no for the space colony. You had to leave tomorrow, and no go.
No go. I just don't see the benefits of being.
Now remember, also you're stuck inside. You basically live in an apartment in space. There's probably going to be some type of recreation on board, but you are basically stuck in space. You can no longer go where you want. You can't, go to a different country. Any of that shit. It's just a fucking space colony. You know how much
I mean,
drama's
it
gonna
might
on
be
that?
appealing to some people, but like even like say on a cruise ship, you can get off the boat every once in a while. You make stops. You're just not out on sea the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, I could imagine the space
yeah.
colony being big enough to where you can explore stuff, but you're eventually going to run out of shit to explore.
I mean, you got to have like a Chick-fil-A there. You got to have.
Oh,
a
yeah, you'll have it
Subway.
all. The thing is, where are you going to get the food at?
They better have a holodeck.
Too. Yeah. Oh, if they have a holodeck, I might be all in, to be honest.
I think so too.
I can
You know
fucking
what?
play
I
golf
changed
all
my
the
mind.
time.
The fucking holodeck. Every time, like they just put themselves in an adventure. I'm like, huh.
I think
Okay.
he would be replaying
Right.
episode 6 of The Boys. The whole time.
He'd be part of it.
Just
I'm
Just-
here.
He'd be Butcher. He'd make
No, he'd be
the
Butcher.
the holodeck keeps shorting out because he's playing Hero Gasm all day long.
Over and over. Hugh, that's enough of that. I'm looking for Soldier Boy. Like, so
Every
Hugh, would
like
you...
9 hours, it would sound like how on Star Wars where Obi-Wan powers down the Death Star. Boo!
Hughes at it
Fucking
again.
at it. You.
What's my favorite line?
He'd
from
come
that
out.
movie?
He'd come out of the holodeck. He'd be like, "Oi, there's no power."
Yeah, exactly. He is Butcher the whole time.
That's not my favorite line, though.
Temporary V.
That's
full
not my
time
favorite line,
on
though.
E.
Okay, what's Hugh's favorite line from Hero Gasm?
Look at
From
my
that-
dick. Oh,
Wait, what's your favorite line?
Suck my dick. No, it's not that.
What? What just happened?
What did you say, Carlos?
No, you give us your favorite line. Let's go.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait,
When
that's
he-
it. That's it.
When MM gets splashed.
But that's
When
it.
when Homelander gets lasered.
Oh
That's
yeah.
my
but-
favorite line.
Oh,
Favorite line.
I
what
mean,
the fuck?
yeah. How
I'll
many
be
times
honest
have you
with
seen
you. I
that
thought it was
damn
going to be more
episode?
creative.
No,
me too.
because I just love the look on that guy who plays Homelander is
Even
tremendous.
Oi is better than
Tremendous.
that.
Oi.
Boy is good. Boy is
Boy.
good. But every actor in that scene except Soldier Boy
Huey now.
great.
Oi.
Is
All
great.
right. So, would you live on a space colony here? If someone said pack your
Is
shit
there?
up tomorrow,
I was trying to ask you this earlier. Is there an end to your stay?
no, you live there. That's it. You go up, you're done. People can only go up. When people die, they'd say, "Hey, this now 40 spots available on space colony. Who
Who's
wants to come
next?
up?"
And they wouldn't even bury you, right? They would just
17
kind of
years ago.
Oh, yeah,
push
Chuck
you off towards the
just throw
sun.
you into
Yeah.
space. Just give you a little
17
shove.
17 years ago, I would have had a different answer.
Hey, I know what that means. All right.
So, anyways,
Hit
this
and run.
weekend we're celebrating my daughter's 17th birthday.
And in space, abortion is good to go. So don't worry about it. All right.
No.
Hey,
No.
sweetie, why don't you step in this negative pressure cabin right here?
No.
Right?
Oh man, that's a good
No.
answer. You.
17 years ago, without a family, I would have said, "Yeah, I'll go up."
Yeah,
But
but you can
now-
still do that now. Just go by yourself.
No, I'm not going to miss my girls.
Oh, you can still zoom and everything from
Just
space.
talk to him.
No, no,
The
no. This-
reception is really good up
You can
there,
go to the
so-
holodeck and like create them.
The physical
whole
presence
space station
is
a
everything.
satellite for itself.
All right.
If they
well,
could physically come up and visit, okay,
they can go with you. You can take your family with you.
then I would consider it.
Oh, that's messed up. You didn't ask them.
Dad,
You're just like, we're going.
Get
Get
from
fucking
graduating,
car.
and now I got to go to fucking
Well,
astronaut
no,
high.
I would ask them first.
Don't worry, honey. They have Amazon
Wouldn't be a
on.
command. It wouldn't be like you're
No,
going. It'd be
fuck
like
that. I'll be honest with you. Kids don't know. Kids are too young to make those adult
I can
decisions.
see that now. He would be like, "Hey, Jazz, come here. Does this rag smell like chloroform?"
And then when she wakes up, Dad, how do you
John,
know
that's-
these things? Pedo
That's
days.
Johnny, that's exactly what you would be doing.
So, Carlos, space colony or no?
Johnny's pickup line back in the day.
Yeah, right.
to smell like chloroform.
Hey, do you know what a blunt object feels like? What? Boom. Drag to the trunk, and we drive away. Successful date.
Oh, you're just describing my 20s.
And my
So,
penis is on your forehead.
Wait, what the? What? How does this even come about?
Hugh, who invited you to my party?
Right?
I've slapped you again.
You like come into your party, all of a sudden you hear like a woman scream. What happened? She didn't
You
appreciate
slapped
the dick on
me
her
in the
forehead.
forehead.
All right, Carlos, space colony. You have to leave tomorrow.
If I could take my family, yeah, I'm going.
All right,
If
we
there's
have
a
a yes
holodeck.
on the board.
Gotta have a holodeck.
It has a holodeck, and it has in the center of it, like, imagine like what's that park in New York? What's it called? Come on.
Central.
Central Park. And imagine like 5 times that size, and it has shit there. It has like water parks, and like there's shit to do on this space colony. It's not like he's gonna walk the halls all day, talk to people. Like, imagine it's a luxury cruise for like, you know,
Doesn't
1 million
move
people.
though.
Yeah,
Is
it
able to
constantly like
adjust
rotates.
itself. No, I'm only saying because space junk and asteroids and shit might hit this thing, so we gotta be able to move.
Let's say it has like a force field shield type of shit.
boom. Give me a room.
Bam, he's sold. Done.
Sold.
What if the holodeck was
leaving this blue.
made by Nintendo and it was all 8-bit?
Oh, 8-bit.
Oh,
What if
maybe
it was
still.
what if it wasn't even that? What if it's like you had to type in the story like Farmer's Wife?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Like Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
Johnny's like, run to the cabin. You died of herpes. What the fuck? How? When did I get herpes? 3 moves ago.
And slapped with the dick on your head.
Oh, god damn
God
it.
damn
man.
it, you! God, get your dick off my forehead.
That's how you got herpes.
It's
Oh.
a slight mushroom-shaped image.
We got it. We get it. We got
Like this, it goes.
Oh my
Little-
god.
Little tiny
my God.
mushroom. Oh, that's so
Uh,
cute. Look at that tiny mushroom.
Oh my
with
god.
with a tiny little opening for you to crawl into.
Oh, you watch The Boys too much.
Oh my god.
I love the boys.
All right. So yeah, what I
All
go?
ages.
We're aware.
Yeah, I'd probably
God,
go.
you.
I'd go if it was like I said, if it was super massive and there was actually enough shit to do, and there was like a
But
holodeck.
if it's
and I could-
anything like Deep Space Nine, then yeah, I'm sold, man.
yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. So, there you go. Well, we
Okay, come
have well, I don't know. Johnny's kind of a yes now that we throwing all this extra shit on top, like a fucking
Only if you
Disneyland
come
on
over here
board
can
and
you pay
shit.
$1.99.
So, all right.
I would think Lafayette would be the first person kicked off a space station.
Oh, easy, easy, easy. I'd be running around. Hey, something wrong with you? No, why? You look retarded.
You go in this room and it's
Just
like
to
an
everyone.
intervention.
Just to everyone. Doesn't
Like
matter who
Lafayette, this has been the roughest 3 weeks,
ever.
and this you're messing up our goals. We
Right.
need you to go.
We need
Are
you
you
to
gonna give
go.
me right back? No, just
No.
walk out to space.
Good luck. Good luck. Hey, good luck, retard. They pat me on the back and push me out.
Put the suit on, go for a spacewalk.
And before you leave, mushroom on your forehead when you're sleeping. What? No.
It's not
All
even
right,
a spacesuit. It's a fucking 3-piece suit from Men's
Did you get
Warehouse.
for streaking when you're supposed to be in school?
Lafayette was that
All right, we'll take a break. Here on Nerds Talking the podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, how's it going? You like wizards, magic spells, and dragons? Well, we got all that and more.
Like dildos and gay-ass horses.
Trying to do a commercial right now, Barry.
The commercial should be about me and how your mother have a podcast.
No one wants to hear about your bullshit.
But you want to hear about your mother and me,
Okay,
don't
listen.
you?
We
Me and your mother have a fantastic podcast, but it's just us making love.
I fucking hate you, Barry. I never even liked you. Now you're ruining my
But
podcast.
you know who likes me is your mother. She likes me so much she calls me Dick
You're
Wizard.
not a fucking wizard, Barry. Fuck, man. I was trying to promote my show here, man, and you fucking interrupted me about how you boning my mom. It's not cool, man.
But you know what is cool? Nerds Talking the Podcast every Friday on all podcast outlets.
I mean, they are cool. Nerds talking to podcast, man. So there you go, Barry. Not bad.
Also, I'll bang your mum.
Fuck you, Barry. Come on, man.
Now back to the show and his mum.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, and Hugh, and I'm Lafayette. Remember, every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast. This Friday, in theaters, check out Thor, Love and Thunder. You guys going to see that one? Everybody in for the little Thor 4?
Yeah.
To me, the
Yeah.
previews don't look great.
Hasn't got good reviews, to be honest, because they said it's a little too goofy and more like a romantic comedy.
Right. That's my point. Is it looks too goofy?
And they are making Thor a little too goofy.
Yes.
Like, he's in the comics. I mean, it's the total opposite. He is a badass. He's still, I'm a god. But hey, I mean, I like that he has personality. I do, but you can't keep making him goofy though. Like he's some type of frat boy.
Yes.
But I will see it because I love the last Thor movie, and this looks more the same. So, and if you didn't see Minions this past week, #1 movie in theaters with over $200 million for the 4th of July weekend, which is absolutely bonkers and breaks all 4th of July records. And if you want to see a good one, see Elvis, a phenomenal film I checked out. It is really good. Hugh's like, no, I know how it ends.
He was good. He was actually good at portraying Elvis.
Oh man, the movie itself is great. It is so good. Oh, it is. I can't recommend it enough. I mean, Colonel Parker just manipulated and dicked that dude until he died. So we're gonna jump to our final segment here, and what we're gonna do is these are famous songs that people always tend to get wrong, and so we're gonna go around the horn. We're gonna start with Johnny. Johnny, I'm gonna read you the wrong song lyric. You're gonna tell me what song it is, and the proper lyric if you know it. Here we go. Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. That's the lyric. Do you know the song?
I know that one.
It's supposed to be Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer.
Correct.
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know.
Oh,
Really?
Sir Elton John.
Elton
Oh, right.
John. All right, Carlos will get the next one. This is it.
Um,
Give me the Beach Boys and free my soul.
Give me the Beat Boy and free
Uh-huh.
my soul.
Give me
It's
the
not Beach
Cracker.
Boys?
Did you didn't think it was Beach Boys?
Well, I don't know
You
who
did
did the
not think it was
original,
Beach
but
Boys.
Uncle Cracker did the.
No, it is Uncle Cracker. Drift Away.
Is it?
Yes.
Drift Away, yeah, but I don't think he did the original.
All right. Hugh's turn. Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Jeep.
Oh,
What are the actual lyrics?
I know the group. That's
Yes.
Come
you're
on.
right.
Come
Come on. The group is
They're
is
Australian. Come on.
Dementia
I
Jack.
know, and one of them's dead, and they were
Yes.
brothers. The
One of them-
two lead.
No, actually, two of them are dead.
I don't know. Is the other brother dead? I don't think so.
No,
It's,
Agnes Young
Is he
died.
avoiding the lyrics?
It's
Come on.
fuck is the
Come
name
on.
of that group?
Dirty Deeds and,
And the
Thunder
Dirt
Jeep.
Cheap.
Come on.
Cheap Trick. No.
No.
Oh my god.
AC/DC.
Thank you,
Mushroom
that's right.
Stamp.
Song is called Dirty
If
Deeds.
you're gonna make
Done-
wrong
Done
guesses,
Dirt
just make them
Cheap.
good.
Cheap.
All
I'm
right,
not a
we'll move
big
on.
AC/DC fan, but I know
What?
that song. I'm sorry. I was a
Oh,
funk guy. Funk.
All right. We're gonna give Carlos one that's a little harder.
Mm.
Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. There's a bathroom on the right.
I know
That's
that
it.
one. There's
Wait. Hold on. You know this one here?
Yeah. Oh, as soon as you get the lyric right, I know the song.
Come on. There's a bathroom on the right.
Oh God, it's
Johnny, if you know it, you could jump in, but this one's
I
tough.
don't.
It's a really
What
famous
are the
song,
lyrics
though.
beforehand?
What do you mean? That's the lyrics people hear. There is a
There's a
bathroom on the right.
Oh, I know this song. Damn it.
I can give you one hint.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll tell you which group it is. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah, there's a yes.
There's a bathroom on the right.
Oh,
Come on, you got it. I'll give you 5 seconds.
all right. I have the lyrics on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know.
There is a bad moon on the right.
That's
Moon
right,
on the
that's
right.
right.
And people
That's
think they're
right.
saying there's a
People,
bathroom.
no,
on the right.
nobody really thinks that, do they?
I do. Always.
There's a bad moon on the right.
All right,
What?
Johnny, you're up. Wait, what did you just say, Hugh?
Yeah. You got it wrong, even after
I
you
know
told
you
me
got it
right.
wrong.
I'm circling the drain right now.
All right. Okay. Johnny, this one's easy. Here we are now in containers. Very easy one. Come on.
I don't know
Come
what
on.
that is.
Come on. Come as you are. As you were.
Nirvana.
It's Nirvana.
Here we are.
All right. So remember, it's
okay. I
here
know
we
what
are
you're talking
now
about.
in containers.
No, in containers is correct.
What?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it does sound like the way he sings that song, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually here we are. Oh, now entertain us. Entertain us.
Entertain
And the
us.
song is smells like Teen
Smells like Teen
Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah, yeah.
They're entertaining in containers.
There
So there's no containers. in
is
that
no
song.
containers. Did you actually think the containers were in there? I'm be honest.
What about
oh.
Secret Asian Man?
Secret
Secret
Asian man? It does sound like
Asian
Asian man.
man.
You're right. It does.
Yeah, Johnny
Um,
Rivers, Secret Agent Man, 1966.
All right, I'm gonna give this one. Okay, Hugh, you ready?
Yep.
You've been outright offensive for so long now. That's what people will hear. You've been outright offensive for so long now, and it's by the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Desperado.
Yeah.
No, nothing. You've
No,
been
I know that,
outright
again-
offensive for so long now.
I know
now,
the
this
Eagles
one is
song you're
tough.
talking about, but it's
One is tough. The actual lyrics are "You've been out riding fences for so long now."
yeah.
So that's
The way
A group
that-
I wasn't
that
a
this
huge
game-
fan of.
The way that this game is going, it sounds like Jeopardy. And even when like he reads the answers, you still don't quite know.
well, that's that.
No, it'd be better if he did it like the way the song was sung. Like
Right. Because
Lyrics.
it's like
okay.
Yeah.
This one. Okay,
I've
here
been
you go.
sipping on
This
gin and
one's
juice.
for Carlos, right? I sound like Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
All right, Carlos. Here we go. Lock the taskbar. Lock the taskbar. How do you not know that?
Rock the cash bar.
Rock the Casbah.
Nope. It's
That
not
is right.
cash bar.
What?
Try again. Come on. It's not cash bar. It's Casbah. It's just how you. I've always known that. It's rock the Casbah. It's always Casbah. There's no H in the middle. Dipshit. And I even sung it. Johnny, your turn.
Do they mean
I miss
cash
the
bar, though?
rains down in Africa.
I didn't say cash bar.
Okay, Johnny, that was yours. I miss the rains down in Africa. That's the wrong lyrics.
Toto.
I miss the rains down in Africa.
T-O-T-O Toto. That's correct.
It's I bless the rains down in Africa. That is actually correct. You're a loser. Hugh's turn.
Stupid.
So
game.
weird that
Dude,
song. Like
what are you drinking?
I
Hugh?
bless
You're
the
getting
rains
refill
down in
after refill.
Africa. Why would Toto care about the rains in Africa?
I bless the rains down. Well, listen to the whole song. It's a story. Okay, story. So don't be fucking with Toto. The redone by Weezer was a big hit. So, all right, I'll give you this last one. For this is the last one for Hugh. And the thing is, I'm trying to find a song where I can sing it to you guys because Johnny wants singing all the fucking sudden. Oh my god. And no. Ooh, that's a good one. Nope. I ran out. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, here you go.
All right.
I want to rock and roll all
All
night
night
and part of every day.
and party every day.
Okay, and Hugh got it right. Who does that song?
I want to rock and
who
roll
does it?
all night.
Stop singing.
He's lost focus. He's in his zone. Don't fuck around with him when he's in the zone. It's
Come
like
on, man.
Van
This is
Halen.
like-
It's not Van Halen. It's
This is one of the
AC/DC.
biggest. This is one
No,
of
it's
the
not
biggest
AC/DC.
rock bands ever. And
Def
they started.
Leppard.
No, you guys are way off. What? Def
It's not
Leppard.
Van Halen. It's not
Come on.
Wait,
Oh,
oh
come
no, no,
on.
no, no, no. No, it's the guys with the face paint. It's
Okay. Yes.
yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah. Kiss.
Kiss.
and
kiss.
part of every day. What part?
I know. Part of every day. Like 3 to 5 is a good time for me. You guys want to party?
I have a brief music story about Gene Simmons.
Hold on. This is Carlos's very last one. I can see clearly now. Lorraine is gone.
That's
I can
too
see
easy.
clearly now the rain.
I hate you, Hugh.
is
It's not your
gone.
turn. You hope you just
Hugh, once he gets into that zone, you can't wake him up. It's
I
like
know.
a sleepwalker. If you
I
wake
can
him
see
up, all
all
kinds of shit's
things
gonna happen.
Oh, forget
every
it.
day.
Before we leave,
It's gotta be
anybody
a
got
nightmare
anything
All
to edit.
entertaining?
obstacles in my way.
Does anybody have anything entertaining or remember a good old story about when they skipped school before? Anybody? Before we leave here. Anybody? You guys ever skip school? You guys school skippers? You guys should like ditch school? Johnny, were you a school ditcher?
Let me just can I just give you the Gene Simmons stories, then you can move on.
Oh,
The Kiss story.
You. Yes, hurry. John thinks about skipping school.
No, I met him twice, and he signed my ass the second time I met him. He
Let me ask you a
literally.
question. How and why did that happen?
You would have to ask Gene why he wanted to sign my ass.
Wait, he
That was-
wanted to sign your
Well, I was turned away. I was shooting something else. I was shooting video probably of something, and I felt this thing on my butt. I turned around, and it was Gene Simmons signing my ass.
Okay, that's
G-
story
my
number
jeans.
one.
Wait, were you shooting in the nude? How did he get to your ass? Weren't you wearing
No,
clothes?
he was shooting the jeans I was wearing. He's shooting Gene Simmons.
Oh, he was signing your pants.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's okay.
I
that's
kept
Said
them
he
from-
was shooting on your jeans, and
well, you made
I
it
just
sound
don't
like
know.
your
He's
ass is
shooting on
hanging
your
out.
jeans.
I use the word
Fucking
shooting
jizzed on you?
as a videographer because that's what we used to
Do
call
you
it.
still have those jeans?
I had them. I
Uh-huh.
don't anymore. They're gone.
Oh,
Why
those
not?
Gene Simmons. That's what.
Why
I know.
not? Tell me why. Tell me who took them from you. Was it Ace
Nobody,
Fairley?
but I realized at some point, what am I saving these for? It's like Gene Simmons signs a whole shitload of things. They're not
Well, he
working.
Okay,
doesn't
what's your-
sign jeans.
What's your second story? You said you had 2 of them.
No, that's the only
Just
story. I
met
have.
him
No, he
twice.
said he met him twice.
Oh, you met him twice, and you had one story that was lame as fuck. Johnny,
Really? Do you have one similar?
I have a good
Well,
one.
I mean, the end of your story was.
But I
sad,
think
you,
I've
because
already-
you fucking threw that shit away because you were like, no.
yeah,
big
I think
deal.
I've already told you my story about
Gene
on
Simmons?
here about Joe Pesci. I think I've already told the Joe Pesci story. I don't want to retell it.
I don't remember it.
Joe Pesci came into the golf store and we were about to close. And I went up to him. He's looking at some drivers and I go, hey, you have any questions about anything? He's like, golf? I was like, yeah. And he said, no, I don't have any questions about golf. I don't need that kind of help. I got a question for you. And I was like, oh, okay. How big's the fucking Nile River? And I was like,
Did you
So
really
then-
say that?
so then he goes
Did
up
you-
to he goes up to the front with me to so we can check on Google because I said let's go check. So he actually comes up front to check, and I'll Google it, and I was like, I'm gonna guess like 4,200 miles, and I was almost on. I was like 4,600 miles or something like that. He's like, oh, good fucking guess, man. But golf, I have no fucking questions, and he just walks right back to the golf set. And I just started laughing, and he had like a bodyguard with him and everything, and I was rolling.
That's a good story.
That's my
Yeah,
Joe Pesci
that's a
story.
I've
good
never heard
story.
that
Yeah.
story.
He didn't sign my ass. When he was down there, he could have. He's like, 5
Yeah,
feet
put your
tall.
fucking ass away.
I do have a picture of it, so I have that.
So that's my Joe Pesci story. I mean, I talked to Kurt Russell a couple of times, and we talked about boats and fishing, and
He seems like
okay.
he'd be a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. So is Tom Hanks. Talked to him a couple of times.
He is a nice guy.
I'm just name dropping now. Billy Crystal.
My daughter interviewed Hanks on a red carpet. He was a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
guy about it. A real good guy. Toy
Um,
Story.
I interviewed. I talked to Will Ferrell one time, and all I said was say something funny, And he was like, what? What does that mean? And I was like, Hugh told me to say that. So it's better than the game.
Didn't.
Okay.
No, you
so,
did not.
Better
and
than
Johnny,
the game.
have you ever skipped school? And were you a school ditcher? And was it something that you like? Was because it was kind of cool when your friends would tell you, "Yeah, I skipped school yesterday." You're like, "Oh, what the fuck? You didn't tell me." My bad, bro. We went to Taco Bell. Like it was dumb shit. They skipped school and did dumb shit. They went to Taco Bell and they hung out at the park when they could have learned about photosynthesis. Johnny?
My senior year, I turned 18. I don't know, maybe like 4 months before graduation.
Yeah.
And so I was able to write my own notes
Oh,
once you turn 18. So I was like, please excuse me, I've got a doctor appointment. And then I would skip, go watch a movie, go sleep in a parking
excuse
lot.
me.
so you kind of skipped, but it wasn't really skipping. Like you did it like
I did it
legally. in a
legally.
sense.
Yeah.
That's not skipping school.
Well, eventually they took my privileges
Oh, they
away.
did.
Yeah. And then my attendance dropped a little bit.
What were your grades like your senior year since you were playing hooky?
Not great.
Yeah,
I did.
okay.
There was a couple of classes where I barely passed, and then I was also playing sports at the time, and it was like you need to bring your grades up, or else you can't play, type of thing.
Senior year, you were playing tennis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you weren't really playing sports. Carlos? Did you ever skip school, or is that something you did because all the cool kids did it?
I would skip with some seniors. What's funny is that we would one of them had a car, so we would just go up to the local state college. For some reason, the gymnasium was open, and we would just walk in and just spend the afternoon playing basketball, and nobody said a damn thing. Nobody said a word to us.
It's probably just probably just open to the students until I thought you guys were students.
Possibly. And then
Yeah.
some other times, some other kid who had a car, we would just bring our skateboards to school, skip school, and go out to some skate park or some ditch or something, skate that. for
And
a
what
while.
were your grades like senior year of high school?
First quarter, I actually failed a class, so I stopped skipping. First F I ever got. I was so scared I wasn't going to graduate. Scared
What
the shit out of
class?
me.
What
Oh,
class?
Typing.
Oh,
Typing?
Typing.
How can you fail typing?
Because you got to be there.
Whoa. This
That's
coming from the
why.
guy who still chicken pokes when he types on his keyboard.
I do.
Yeah.
what?
And you tell he chicken pecks.
No way. You the one finger typer? Wow.
I thought he was gonna do it with his nose.
Right? Like chicken pecs or his mushroom.
Yeah.
One or the other. One or the other.
Yeah.
So you basically your stupid scared you, so you went back to school.
You scared yourself straight.
Scared
Scared
myself,
himself
yeah.
Hey Hugh, I
I
know in
was
high
staying-
school
high school
things were different when you were in high school, but did you ever skip school, or were you a good student and you stayed in class? And what were your final grades as a senior?
Didn't skip school. Grades were adequate. Probably B's.
Got it.
Maybe an A here or there.
Here or there.
Maybe you should have skipped.
All right.
Maybe.
All right. This is all
Definitely
a setup.
skip typing.
This is all a setup for me to just brag about my senior year because I got straight A's. Straight up
But
nerd.
did you take Latin?
Here's the funny thing that you got to
But
hear.
did you take Latin?
Okay. I was an assistant for an art teacher that had no class. I was also an assistant for PE. He gave me 2 assistant classes senior year. I had art class, the same teacher that I was a TA for. And then I was editor of a school newspaper. And that's all I had because I already had too many credits. So they let me go home every day at lunchtime. So I didn't need to skip school. Just went to like 3 to 4 classes or 3 to 4, something like 2 or 3 classes a day. And I was off already. And then I had straight A's. And then they put out the list of all the straight A's and all like the rankings. I was always like third, and people were like, "How the fuck are you third?" I was like, "I'm the smart son of a bitch," and I failed 2 classes in 10th grade, sucker. I'm also stupid.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Obviously, straight A's don't mean shit.
No, they don't. I'll be honest, it doesn't mean shit.
I mean,
It's-
unless you're a Navy SEAL, doctor, astronaut, it
Yeah,
ain't shit to
doesn't
me.
mean anything. But yeah,
Back-
shit's hilarious, man.
Back in my day, I mean, with my high school, you had to take Latin and you had to take, well, you didn't have to take other classes, but you didn't have the internet. We had to write everything like, like
I mean,
longhand.
You're acting as if we had the internet. We didn't have the internet growing up.
No, but did you? I guess you probably did have to longhand write essays, which I did. I had to write
just about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my first, or going through the academy 15 years ago, I had to write all my reports. It's a pain in the ass.
Did you have to take Latin? Did you?
The thing is, in high school,
you couldn't quote me anything in Latin, so you can take that Latin, shove it up your ass.
No, did you guys have to take Spanish in high school? Because you have to. Did you guys take it?
Yes.
I took German.
No,
French.
I took German as well.
French. I took Spanish, and as soon as my mom found out, she literally had me taken out of the class. And
Why?
she said, "My son will not learn Spanish. He already speaks a second language." I was like, "Oh, good lie, mom." And then, so I never had to take a second language ever.
Isn't that kind of a requirement?
Not when your mother shows up to school.
Holy
So,
shit.
That's how it works. My mother claimed that I had cancer all these years.
She was Beverly Goldberg.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are
Beverly
this-
Goldberg. That's a good show. The Goldbergs. Yep. So there you go. So Hugh was a smarty pants that took Latin. Carlos scared himself straight. Johnny actually got his privileges taken away when he was trying to legally skip school. And I cheated the system and got straight A's by being a TA assistant, basically. So there you go. That's our high school.
Doesn't TA mean teacher's assistant?
Yes.
Yeah, but
You were a teacher's assistant.
I was a teacher's assistant to a class that the guy
You said TA assistant.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He had a free period. The period they assigned me to be his assistant, he had a free period.
I get it, but you were
Yeah,
obviously weren't a
prep period.
TA in English because you're being repetitive.
no, I was a TA's assistant to the teacher's assistant of the technical part.
You know what? I don't even fucking care anymore.
Derp.
Fucking nerd.
It was a great class. I'd show up and he'd be like, "You want to hang out and watch me grade papers? You want to go to the gym and play basketball?" I just go to the gym, and the gym teacher would be like, "Hey, you want to play some hoop?" Yep. And I would just show up every day and play hoop with the gym class. It was great. It was great. What a high school year, I tell you. What a high school year. All right. That's pretty much it. Anything else before we leave? He was like, "I'm good. I got nothing."
And nothing.
Nothing. Hero-gasm. Johnny, anything?
Did you guys do anything for the 4th?
Oh, that's right. Before we leave, 4th of
America's
July.
Independence Day.
America. So on 4th of July, no, actually, no. I have felines, and they get terrified of fireworks, and they go off all over LA and all over my neighborhood nonstop.
I forgot.
So, didn't go out this year to watch a fireworks show. Actually, you could step out and watch 1,000 fireworks show around my neighborhood. That's
All the illegal stuff.
Oh, it's all legal, and they're all the good shit. The shit that
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
100 feet in the air, and like in every neighborhood, you could just look outside and see it. So that was the 4th for myself. Good old July. Good old America's birthday. Is it America's birthday?
Yes.
I guess.
Independence Day.
Yep. Johnny.
Well,
What'd you do?
I had to work, but I barbecued for my shift. So I
Very
cooked for
nice.
about 50 people,
Okay.
and after I was done cooking, I went home.
You know how many guards are usually on shift there?
Roughly 50
Oh,
ish.
that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, just like you said, I was, because right now I'm living in the hood. The fireworks show was spectacular.
Right? You had the best.
The best views. I mean, my dog went fucking crazy. I feel a little bad for that, but yeah. But other than that, great show.
There you go.
Great show, hood.
Great show, hood. All right. And one quick thing about when you're over there in the good old county. If people don't know, Johnny himself is the sheriff, as we brought up before. How do you do? Do you just have like one floor to yourself on your shift? Like, how does that work? Do you just patrol the whole thing at once? You just kind of walk around all the whole time? What's the primary function of what a guard does at a county jail?
So for our jail, there's 8 floors,
Mhm.
and then there's an east and a west side. So you separate, like, keep it simple. The Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah.
Keep someone's opposite side. So each floor is going to have like 4 officers, 3 to 4 officers. And then you got to make sure you do your cell checks, make sure they're still alive, no Epstein instances happening. Then respond to fights, just handle the day-to-days, things like that.
There you go. There you go. If you guys are interested in being a county sheriff, that's it right there. Actually, that's not it, but it's just a little itty bitty part of it. Carlos, how was your 4th of July?
It was safe and sane.
That
Okay.
means you
I
went
mean-
to the fireworks stand
And,
and
wasted
you
money.
overpaid for
Yes.
legal fireworks.
That go 3 feet high.
Yeah.
3 feet. I think that's too much. But do you remember when we were kids, we would get the safe and sane fireworks, and then we would skateboard and like ollie over them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
we thought we were cool.
Occasionally, not make it. It's almost
Land
get set
on
on
it.
fire.
But we would also just go over to, remember, Wolfman's Court. We had a guy in our neighborhood called Wolfman, and he'd have the illegal fireworks, and he would just be blowing them in the air like crazy.
Yeah.
And one of his neighbors shot a bottle rocket into their bedroom and lit the house on fire one year.
Oh, I don't
So-
remember that.
Yeah.
But our neighbors had the one that went up.
They had the Roman candles.
No, it was some sort of box or something they put on the ground.
Oh, that's right. And it had like 13 in them or something like that.
You
That's
weren't
right.
there.
I remember that. Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
days ago, you dumb
No, I
dumb.
was there a couple of days ago. I'm everywhere. Hugh, how was your 4th of July?
I was just showing off the kitten that I had no control over getting.
Good way to go off the other way of the fucking ship.
Which-
But how
which
was your
happened-
4th of July, though?
Well,
when
which
you
happened on the
started to
4th of
speak.
July weekend.
You should have started with that. On the 4th of July weekend, I
On
got
the
a
4th of
kitten.
July weekend, the girls got a kitten.
There you go.
I
There
love how
you
you
go.
start your sentences in the middle. It's the best.
Right? Right. Hey, Hugh, how was your weekend? And then the tire
Man,
just went
that's how
flat.
the
And I don't know
story
how
goes.
like it happened. The tire what? The tire went flat. Is there a beginning to that story? Oh yeah, I was on my way to the supermarket. Like, okay, good. There you go. All right. Well, I mean, did you go see fireworks? You guys stay indoors? You guys watch it on TV?
We did. They just literally walked outside the door with the 5 streamers they had, and that was it.
Okay.
Saddest fucking.
I
4th of
know.
July.
That was
I had a
wow.
lighter and I passed it around. Everyone
Just-
just got to light it for 3
A
seconds.
long stick match. Just walk outside.
that
What
was-
about your best 4th of July?
Ooh, best 4th of July. San Diego. They do a fireworks show on the bay, and it's ridiculously spectacular. And you just hang out there, and they do like an hour show. And you
I've
just-
heard about that.
you
When
just-
you like Google best fireworks shows in the country, San Diego pops up, Lake Tahoe pops up. That's an excellent show. I've gone a couple of times. I think New York might be up there.
Oh, New York for sure. Yeah, New York for sure. LA doesn't have like anything big. They just have 50 going on around the the county. But yeah, San Diego for sure. San Diego's show was incredible. I mean, I remember going to Cal Expo one year, and that was a great show too. But San Diego, man, they just
Right. When you're a kid and you're first seeing that, it's
Oh.
spectacular. It's just
When you're a kid, fireworks are
Amazing.
amazing. When you're an
Oh, yeah.
adult, who gives a shit? To be honest,
right. I mean, when the crowds become more of a factor than
Yeah.
the fireworks,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, because kids don't care about parking and stuck in traffic. They're gonna be like,
Right.
remember, you remember the green one? Remember the yellow one? Remember? You remember Star Wars? Remember berries? You guys remember that shit from South Park? Oh, it's great.
And then
Fucking
I will
berries.
say, even though it's not the longest show, Disneyland puts on a good show. Just
Yeah.
long.
the midnight show.
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, I enjoy their
Mm.
fireworks.
I gotta be blunt. I never gave much of a shit about fireworks. Even the-
I'll be
even-
blunt too. Hugh, you're not a man then. Because only
I just did, man. I didn't.
You
and
know
I
what?
didn't care about parades either.
Okay, two things. Number one, does 4th of July make you feel patriotic? And number two, do you give a shit about parades? Carlos?
Number 2, no.
No and no.
Yeah. Same here. Johnny?
What was that? Did you
I had
cough
a
up a
hiccup.
hairball?
He threw up a little bit in his mouth.
Yeah. Think about parades. I threw up a little bit.
Parades I don't care too much about. I've participated in a couple when I was in the service, but that just meant you're just marching. Parades are fucking long, so
But
It's a
don't they
long
always
time
find
to
them
be
to be weird? Like people, like half the parade are people in like a Mustang sitting on the back waving to you. You have no idea who they are. Like, oh, well, I guess I'll wait back. I
Well-
want to be rude.
I take it back.
And as they do it, I just yell out, "Remember Kennedy? Kennedy,
Holy
get
shit.
down!"
You don't do that.
I don't, but I do
In your
call
head,
kids retarded.
in your head, you fucking say that. I believe that.
I say a lot of things in my head. Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
I definitely
talk
feel
back to the voices.
patriotic every 4th of July.
I always put on my Captain America
Every
shirt.
day.
Every 4th of July, I put on my Captain America shirt and like make sure hot dogs and hamburgers are consumed. Got to get the American food in, you know.
I do have one parade I do like.
All right, go ahead.
Well, the no and no to your question. No, don't care. No, parades, couldn't care less. But the Gasparilla parade, even though I don't want to give like major props to Tampa, but the pirate parade, that's a lot of fun.
Oh, is it the gay pirate parade? With the
That's
mushroom
fun
stamp?
too, dude.
You know,
Hey!
but see, that's
Yeah,
just
get
it. It's
over there. I
It's
just
a,
can't wait to have my own float.
it's a themed parade, and I think if I went to a themed parade like Marvel Comics, I would be more inclined to go see it. You know,
Right.
How do
Well,
gay
when people-
pirates say "arg"?
I mean, the Gasparilla parade is a total party. It's just a
Mayday.
party.
"Arg,
Total
arg."
party.
Oh, when they say the G and the H like it's spelt, arg, like that.
And sometimes they'll be just naked and never mind.
Wait, what?
So
Oh.
Hugh, no sense of patriotism on July 4th?
I don't so much care about that.
Do you
I
not
just
care
don't.
about America? Did you not?
No, I care about America, but I
When
don't
you see
need
the
to like.
soldiers dressing up on the 4th and
Well,
saluting.
I'll give you an example of one good July 4th parade was when I was pulling the girls down in a decorated wagon. That was fun and that was great. So yeah, that was one good example. And the other great July 4th story was there's a place here right on the water where you can watch fireworks, and everybody was just sitting out in the quad area, and there were people who got to pay to be inside the restaurant, looking out. And all you had to do was submit a picture, and if your picture was chosen, you got to go into the restaurant for free, and we got chosen. So that was great. That was
Congratulations.
a great memory. That was a good memory.
All right. Well, there you go.
Wouldn't you
4th of
say
July.
that like for the next couple of years after 9/11, like every 4th of July was kind of like America was just together and everyone was happy
Yes.
and everyone was
Yes.
patriotic.
Didn't change
Yes.
much for me. Yeah.
No, you don't care about
I know I like.
No,
4th of July,
I
but
agree with you,
9/11
Johnny.
didn't amplify it. I just was like, this is so 4th.
I
of
agree
July,
with you.
man.
I definitely.
You know
well,
what?
but is it because you're not American?
That is
Lee?
true, though. You guys don't know that little inside secret. I
This
am not American.
motherfucker
This is an
Canadian.
accent I put on. I am from Bangladesh. And
Sing
I like
the
to suck
anthem,
cameras'
Lafayette.
cocks. Okay,
Sing
listen.
the O Canada. Sing the O
Oh,
Canada.
Canada. Something
Our
about
home is
bacon and
gracious
hockey. We like maple syrup.
And
And the queen is on our money. And, hey, guy. Hey, buddy. Don't call me guy friend. I'm not your pal.
But when the queen passes, do you think that she'll still be on the money, or will it be like
Yeah, she'll still
Meghan
be on the
Markle?
That's
Yeah,
another
no
good
money.
question,
No.
Johnny.
It'll always be the queen.
It's a horrible
But-
question.
Do you
George
care about the
Washington's
Queen
dead.
system?
Ben Franklin's
You care-
dead.
Do you care about the
Exactly.
Queen system?
Carlos has a point. They're all dead.
It's
They
not.
still stay
It's
on the
not
money.
a dumb question. She's still alive, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no living person on American money.
Who would you put on American money if you could choose one person?
The
They said you
fucking
could put
his
one
name is
person.
Johnny Kim. He's a astronaut, Navy SEAL, fucking
That
doctor.
fucking guy.
But that's actually a good question. Before the monarchy, do you give a shit about that?
Well, why would
I
we
don't.
care?
We
Like,
did
why
a
I
whole
would
don't.
episode of that.
Like, we
No,
don't have
give a shit.
we don't have a tie to it. Who cares?
Nah,
You know what I mean?
give a
I did-
shit.
well,
I don't even know
there
why
are
they're even
plenty of
still
Americans
around.
who think it's great. I just think it's
I think they're just
Silly.
caught up. They're caught up in the
The
in
celebrity
almost the celebrity of it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have any power anymore.
They don't have zero power. It's crazy that they keep
All they're
getting
doing
paid.
is sucking up money from the people.
Yeah,
to
they-
make
I
them live where they
know,
live.
But they're not even
the
sucking
amount
up
of money they
from,
pay to support them. It's
well, not even just
ridiculous.
from England. They're sucking up money from what do they call it? When they go like to Africa and even Canada, what do they call those? They call them
Wars?
Roadies? Road
It's funny
trips?
is so Prince William went with his wife. What's his wife's name? Prince William.
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah.
They went to
Middleton.
Africa to do their little,
Their little charity thing. their
little charity garbage, whatever. And then the president of whatever country they're in straight up told them to their face, "Oh, we really don't need the monarch anymore." And he had this look like, "Oh fuck, we're getting our money cut off from these people." And he even said straight to his face, "We have a plan to get out of that." And he was
I
like,
love it.
fuck,
I love
like,
that. I love
what
that.
do
Yeah,
we
they're
do
gonna have to get
now,
real
honey?
jobs, man.
Yeah.
Should have
We
married an
should get-
actress, you dummy.
We should all get wheelchairs and claim disability. So there you go. Last question I had, because Johnny brought it up. Where were you on 9/11? Do you remember that day, Johnny?
Yeah.
I was in bed.
Carlos was sleeping. That is true. It was pretty early for us on the West Coast.
I do
Yeah.
remember.
Johnny?
I remember going. I had to go to class, so I got up early and then I saw the news. Got to class. I mean, the road. It was eerie because all the roads were empty, but we still had to fucking go to class. And then after we attended the first class, went to our second class, and then they were like, "You know what? Everyone go home." I'm like, okay.
Yeah. How was the rest of your day, though? Do you recall?
It was weird, and at the time I was maybe a year out of maybe 2 years out of getting out of the military, and so I had that like antsy, just a weird feeling as far as I was anxious, really anxious. And then a couple months later, I re-enlisted.
I know. Look at you, all in.
Yeah, and I was like, "Who's coming with me?" And nobody came.
Nobody came. I remember I waved you off. Good luck, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
So slap him on the back.
Who's
Have
coming
fun.
with me? See you later.
Hugh,
Good luck.
9/11.
I was in Sacramento, and I was living on McKinley in my buddy Mike Bryant's old house that he rented. And I think I got a phone call from someone who said, "Go turn on the TV." And I turned it on, and it was, the rest of the day was profoundly emotional, like really like sad.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
And
Carlos.
then you know, like everyone was glued to the TV,
Oh yeah.
just like waiting for something new. But then it was the same thing over. There was up to 5,000 people here, and then there's up to this, and then it could be this, it could be that, and then everyone was just a little paranoid. I mean, obviously we've been attacked on American soil, but it was a very weird time. Everyone seemed to be an expert on America, and it was whatever the news was feeding you, right? You're just
Yep,
regurgitating
yep.
whatever they're telling you.
All right. Well, Carlos, 9/11. Where were you? What'd you do the rest of the day?
I was at home, and then somebody called me, turned the TV on. I think my mom called. And then, yeah, it was pretty horrifying. And then I drove over to her house, and she was crying. And it was like you said, it was just a sad day. It was just an unbelievable day, So, and children alone were getting horrified because they kept showing the same towers, falling over and over. So I was hearing stories that kids thought like all these buildings were falling instead of just the two. So, the news is horrifying children as well. So yeah, just not a good day.
It was crazy. I remember coming home from work because I worked graveyard shift, and then I couldn't go to sleep. And then my dad was home, and all of a sudden we're just watching the news, and it breaks in. I was like, "Holy shit!" And it was showing the towers, and then they start falling live on TV. Like, "Oh my god, what the hell's going on?" And then I remember we had soccer practice later that day, and I'm asking all the soccer players, and like, "That's crazy, right? All right, do I run this drill? Yeah, run that drill." Like, the people at the park were having soccer practice at, and I was kind of like, well, I guess people do have to keep doing what they're doing. Like, standing around and watching the news isn't going to do anything for them. So,
well, when someone called me and said a plane hit the towers, I was thinking some idiot in his little Cessna lost control of his plane, just bounced off the building. That's what I thought. But then when I saw the video coverage, I'm like, holy shit, man.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine the people on those planes. They must be so terrified. Jesus.
And they still haven't found those nukes in Iraq. So, there we go.
So,
Mission accomplished.
But gas was only $1.25. So
Gas was cheap back then.
mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished on the fucking
with,
what was he at? Standing on in New York
aircraft
on a
carrier.
Aircraft carrier or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
what I thought was
oh,
weird. What I thought was weird, Carlos, is that You're talking about the small. It went like in stages, like the small plane. Okay, it's not a small plane. It's like an actual.
Oh no,
big
you're right. Remember
airliner.
that? No, Hugh's right. They didn't have like everything down first. They did report it like it was a small aircraft,
Like a little Cessna or something.
and then the second plane, and they're like, oh shit.
No,
Like,
that's a freaking passenger
it was
airline.
wild, man. It was wild.
And
It was
then-
wild.
You know, you're watching Tower One, and it's just smoking. You're thinking, okay, all right, you know, that's horrible. But and then like an hour later, it's disintegrating to the ground, and you find out because they knew where and how to
I mean,
attack.
to be honest, it was just a crazy thing to watch live. If
Yeah.
you were alive to see it and you watched it live, it was just bonkers. It was absolute from 4th of July to 9/11. Thanks, Johnny. Fuck. Ruin the show.
I'm pretty sure you made it dark.
You brought up
but
9/11.
I can
You
bring
brought
it
up
back.
9/11.
I can
Oh,
bring
God,
it
he's
back.
gonna bring it back. He's gonna bring it back.
Yeah,
Hold
bring
on.
it back. Save it.
So I'll put it on Google Drive for you guys to watch. And I've talked about it before. It's called "You Are Here, Come From Away" story. It's how during 9/11 all these planes had to be rerouted to
Canada.
Canada, and the
Oh,
city
pick
just
him up.
like embraced everyone and then just adjusted for all the 40, 50 planes and all their passengers and everything like that. So a lot of the passengers that were on those planes, are going through the worst times in the world, but then they go home 20 pounds heavier because these Canadians are just taking care of the shit out of them. It's a great feel good movie about one of the darkest times. And I'll put it on. You guys have to check it out. And if you want to review it, they turned that story into a play, actually. And it's been going on Broadway for a while. And
Remember what you watch on YouTube.
Miss
because you're gonna
Saigon?
Find a
Miss Saigon? What?
million conspiracy videos on 9/11. Okay, so watch what you. Remember the planes when nobody was on them. They all landed at some Air Force base. Some crazy shit. There were bombs all over the building planted by the FBI and blah blah blah. Nuts.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. There we go. All right. Well, that's all we got. That's a shout out to our former co-host. Good old God damn it. He started the show with us. No, don't know his name anymore.
Dennis?
There you go. It's been such a long time. All right. So that's all we got. Johnny, you got anything else? The answer is no. All right. So for Hugh,
Live long and prosper.
there you go. For Johnny,
See ya.
for Carlos,
Bye-bye.
and I'm Lafayette. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. See you next Friday. Have a good weekend.
Hope you ready. Hold on. Oh man. This intense, man. It feels like you might be my type. I think that you might be just right. Why don't you cut them lights off and take your clothes off, and we might see by nighttime fall. We wake up and we go. We doing something that you know. This time for me to let it go. Okay, damn, there I go. Explode. Let me tell you, kids, if you want to get into the business, watch yourself and watch your back, cause you know who might come and attack. Might be the beat strangler, microphone wrangler. If you see me, baby, I'm no stranger. I'm the man that gives you candy. Come over here now, let's get randy. You might think that you got me. Yeah. You might think that you spot me. Oh no. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. Yeah. You might think that you got me. You might think that you spot me. Oh no. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. With a quick twist, flip of the wrist, you might think that I wrote some magnificent shit, but I feel like I got myself a hit, and you love the way I do this hit. So fans, they clamor and they wonder when I'm gonna drop that heat, that thunder. Lightning strikes only once in your life. You best seize that moment and make it right. Don't let that moment pass you by. This chick right here, she so fly. This dude right here, he know right that I spit this like a God-given right. Cause I knew that my time was to shine. Never knew y'all cats was jealous, but I don't take it over, lock it down. Might let you in when you kiss the ground. You might think that you got me. You might think that you spot me. Oh no. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. You might think that you got me. You might think that you spot spot me. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. It seems to me it's a dream to be an MC that all y'all came to see. Oh, believe in me and I believe in you too. Just pay me up cause I wanna be who you wanna see through the very end of this spit that I got for you. And it's time for grip to catch me ready to flow, cause it's time for me to take off and go. Let me get back, let me tell you how it is when I spit rap. Everybody asked me how I really got that, and I told them open the package, rapper, 2 proofs of purchase, some stamps, and I got back a hip-hop badge that I sold onto my backpack. And that's the word on the shoot how I acquired rap. That's my final answer, there's no turning back. You might think that you got me, you might think that you spot me. Oh no, in that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it. You might think that you got me, you might think that you spot me. In that club getting faded. Don't be jealous, I done made it.
Here's a topic that you guys get to choose from, all right? TV show themes, best and worst, and what happened to them. Music lyrics you always had wrong. Have you had any firsts in life lately? Like, could be things as something you ate for the first time, something you did for the first time, blah, blah, blah. Would you live on a space colony?
I like that one.
Best biopics. What casino game do you believe you're really good at? And do you have any good skipping school stories? Is there anything you ever did when you skipped school that you're just like, oh, it was an amazing time? Or maybe you got caught skipping school.
Not skipping, but something that's
And the last
very
one
popular back in the day, but not so much now that I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Streaking.
not even close. Like not even
Not even.
Like-
No, it's the only thing I can do.
Cool.
It's the only thing I can just come up with off the top of my head.
Okay, and then the last one I
Across
had
the
was
quad?
actually the two that I have are vices.
What did he laugh? What are you laughing at,
Well, the
Johnny?
top of your head.
Dude,
The
we're
Vices?
talking about skipping school. You're like, well, it's not exactly like skipping school,
Right?
but you ever do a circle jerk? I'm like, what
Yeah,
the fuck? No.
Exactly. It's not like skipping school. You ever
First
murdered a
thing I
man?
could think of.
Not the same, really, but
It's not the same, really.
at
But
all.
see, the but makes it seem like you brought it back to maybe it is the same.
speaking of, can I just throw something out that's just related to what you just said, murder? That kid in Chicago.
Yeah.
What the,
Oh, the
fuck is?
Cross-dresser?
Yeah, the one that
Uh,
shot from the
dry guy?
roof.
Genius.
The
move.
white guy with the
Good
who
lord.
looks like he's 10. Dude, did you think it through that you're going to go to prison and be raped on a continual basis for the rest of your natural born life?
That
Mm,
Let's only hope so.
Illinois
what
has
I'm
no
saying,
death
like,
penalty. So
I don't think life imprisonment is enough for a piece of shit like that.
Nope.
Like he's gonna live to, let's say he's 80, right? And you're gonna fucking take care of him for the rest of his life. That's not punishment. Kill
not
that
gonna-
motherfucker.
Well, he is going to get killed, is what I'm saying, or he's going to be someone's bitch for the rest of his natural born life.
I doubt he'll be in general population.
no.
Probably not. Probably not. It's too
All right.
bad,
The last
because if he
two-
wasn't Gen Pop, he would have a whole
Oh
different.
no, he'd be dead for sure.
Yes.
100%. But it's gonna be tough to get to him.
All right, last two topics are vices. Is there something you need in life you can't do without that's not necessarily healthy or not even necessary? And the last topic I had was, can we trust retards? That's all I got. That was all my
Oh.
topics.
I have a story for Johnny, but it'll be in the break. We
The
shot.
retard story.
No.
It's
There was
similar,
not-
but
Come on.
I do a podcast with this guy.
I'm stream of consciousness thinking here. Story for Johnny, but it
About
won't be in the
streaking in front of a
segment.
retard.
No, it was.
He
What's
couldn't
wrong with
run
that?
away. The batteries ran out on his chair, and I just fucking ran around him over and over again.
Naked.
Circle.
All right, here
And
we
he's
go.
sitting in a chair, so it was right at the right height. Never mind.
5 minutes
All right.
later, he had a mushroom stamp on his forehead.
3, 2.
I'm sorry to
and-
keep hitting you with this.
You guys are bad. You guys are really bad to people with.
I'm sorry. It's my extra arm. Whack. Hack.
All it sounds like you kidnapped somebody. And you just fucking, like a
It's not
paralyzed
exactly like
kid.
skipping school, but I did kidnap somebody.
I
And
did kidnap this
And-
retarded handicap child, and I just
And
kept slapping my
whacked-
dick on his forehead.
And whacked him with my penis.
Anyway, I went back to school, and it was fun. I didn't miss one period.
It was so worth it.
Shit.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not yet.
It just had like it was just like a mushroom tattoo on his
Not
forehead.
yet. Not
I
yet.
thought he would like it.
Not yet. All right. Wow. That's 2 pedophiles. 2 pedophilia stories from Hugh so far. So we're going to go.
Johnny's crying. I think Johnny's crying right now.
That makes 3 of us.
Carlos is crying.
Oh, man.
Oh, those poor little retards. Oh my god.
I think Johnny fell out of his seat.
You get to walk away.
He left the room.
Oh, man.
Oh shit. He was gonna give his daughter a hug. Oh.
You motherfucker. Fucking
All right,
spit
here
up
we go.
all over this place.
Oh, man. Retards make us laugh.
Oh
I'm so
my
glad God makes mistakes. You know, God sits around. He's like, haven't had a good laugh in a while, Jesus. Hey, make one of them retarded kids.
Oh my God.
This is the opposite of the Tony Robbins documentary.
It is. You just went to the alternate verse, the alternate universe.
Welcome to the Nerds in Hell podcast.
Okay, here we go. Man. 3, 2, 1.